Howdy folks, I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. Last time we made it here to the Whirlwind Maze. We drained Genova Death of all of her MP, kicked her ass, and now we have the Black Materia back in our hands. Now we got to decide who we want to give it to. We can either give it to Red, or we can give it to Barret. We can only give it to one of those two characters, as I said at the end of the last episode. Nobody else wants it. And again, just to be clear, it has to be one of the. It has to be either Red or Barret. And if either of those two are in the party, the other one is the only option for taking it, because you can't change party members at this point either. So if Red is in the party, you have to give it to Barret. If Barret's in the party, you have to give it to Red. That's the only option. So let's see. Let's go ahead and give it to Red. He's a faithful puppy. Give the Black Materia to Red? Yes.
He looks like a cat, not a dog.
Are you talking about Red?
Yes.
Have you seen Red 13?
Yes.
Have you watched Advent Children? He doesn't look like a cat. Have you seen Kate Sith? He rides in the back of Red's head. That's a cat.
You pull up a side-by-side of Red 13 and a lion, and you tell me he does not look like a fucking cat.
He doesn't look like a cat.
You, my friend, are a moron.
Anyway, moving on. Don't give it to anyone. Alright, with that done, we can actually move on now. I think can we talk to him again? Okay, I don't know what anybody, does anybody else have anything to say? Really weird. What a damn crazy bleep. I can imagine what that's supposed to have said. Alright, can we move on? Who boy? Tifa? Alright. Alright, I don't think... Can we actually go past him? Yeah, I think we can go past him, but I didn't really mean to trigger a battle right away. Well, here's a new enemy here. This guy is called Ironite. We'll go ahead and throw down the Mega Elixir. Well, actually, no, I'm going to throw down the Mega Elixir. We're close to a save point, so I'll save the tent for that. And we'll just finish these guys off kind of quickly. I don't think there's anything special to them. Or special about them, that is. They can take a Firaga pretty easily. We can cast Sleep. Tifa has her limit breaks. Let's go ahead and get that done. Assuming she gets it off before Cloud, or after Cloud, unless Cloud kills everything here. And she did. That's it. No big deal. We'll save it for the next fight. Nothing special about those enemies. They can cast Sleep, as you can see, but other than that, I don't think there's any kind of danger to them. Alright, we need to go up. Let's go up here and pick up an MP Turbo Materia. Even though it's a yellow materia here, we pick up an MP Turbo Materia. It is a paired materia, I believe. And it's actually a very good materia. Yeah, it's a paired materia. Uses extra MP and increases power of paired magic. So what you would do is you pair this to a particular magic. And it only works with magic. I don't think it works on summons. It increases the amount of MP that it uses, but it delivers a lot more damage. So it's actually pretty good, in my opinion, for pairing it with something like Comet, which is already pretty powerful. And also, Comet is non-elemental. So you don't have to worry about any enemy absorbing it. So I'm going to actually remove MP Absorb and replace it with MP Turbo. As you can see, MP Turbo actually has 5 stars. I'm not really sure why, because I don't believe that it actually increases the amount of MP used and the amount of damage it delivers per star. I don't think it actually increases that way. But considering there is 5 stars there, maybe it does, and I've forgotten. It's been a while since I've used the MP Turbo Materia, so it's possible that it may actually increase its effectiveness as it levels up. I'll go ahead and equip that here. Let's see, what else do we have? We got Ice here, Cover. And again, it only works on green magic. I don't think MP Turbo works on summons, and I know it doesn't work on enemy skills. So let's see, what else do we want to put here? Lightning, Luck Plus. Actually, you know what? Let's replace Luck Plus with MP Absorb, That way I can actually get, even though I don't use Thundaga very often with him because I've got the enemy skill material on him. But with Lightning All here and Lightning MP Absorb here, when he casts Thundaga or any lightning skill, any lightning, when I say any lightning skill, I mean Thundar, Thundaga, and Thunder. I don't mean like Trine. Trine doesn't count because that's on a different materia. I just want to make sure I made that clear. But if he casts any of the magics that are paired here, not only will he be able to cast it on all targets because it's paired to the all materia, he will also get MP back because this lightning is paired to the MP absorb materia. So that's actually a pretty nice little feature they put in there, which also you could actually attach the MP turbo materia to this materia here, and when you have so you would cast, in this case, let's say I had MP turbo here on on this materia next to lightning. When I cast Thundar, Thundaga, or Thunder, not only would it cast on all targets, but it also would cost more MP and deliver more damage. So, it's a neat little feature they added to it, that even though you have the same materia equipped here, you cast it with different pairs, and you actually get the effect of both paired materia. That's actually pretty nice. Okay, with that done, let's proceed on up here a little further. Let's get to this save point. Actually, let's go ahead and open up the chest here, because I think there's something in here that I want. A poison ring. Okay, not bad. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Poison ring does pretty much what you think it does. Just like water ring and bolt ring and that kind of like. The poison ring drains poison attacks. So in other words, you'll absorb any poison attacks cast on you, and it prevents the poison status ailment. So it's actually a pretty nice ability to prevent poison. It's like it pretty much it has the star pendant effect by preventing poison, but also will drain poison elemental attacks. In other words, healing you, like I said. Not a bad one to have because it drains poison, but I don't really see it being needed because I have a ribbon on him, so it prevents the poison status. As far as I'm aware, straight up poison attacks are not really that commonplace among the enemies, especially in the areas coming up, I don't think. But it's not a bad accessory. It's not an accessory I'll probably use, but not one that I would immediately just say, okay, I'm not using that one, and toss it. Now that I'm here, let me go ahead and use a tent and save, and I will be right back. Alright, I'm all saved up, ready to go. I haven't made any changes to my gear or anything, so, well, except with the exception of what you saw, what I did with the MP Turbo and MP Absorb materials. And now we'll move on. Head up to the north here. And now I've made the third part of the third challenge here. As you can see, not only do you need to get past the wind, the green line, but we also have a thunder strike happening in the same spot. So we need to watch and make sure that the green line is out of our way, make sure the wind has died down, and the lightning strike isn't happening. The only way you can really be sure with the lightning is it usually strikes in, like as you can see, three strike bursts. So once you see 1, 2, or what I should say, it's 2 strikes and 3 strikes. It'll do like 3, and then 2, and then break for a bit. There's the third one. Now it'll probably do 2 strikes here. 1, 2. Okay, now we got a break. So now we're going to wait for the wind to die down. I think there's a 3. Wind's dying down. 1, 2. Okay, we should be able to go pretty soon. Alright, let's go. Alright, I got through. Alright, the wind was low, there was no thunder, and the green line was plenty past, so I'm good to go. Whew, got past that without any problems. Get on up here. Now, anytime you run into that wall, whether it's any of those 3 locations that I showed you, you'll always have to battle that one enemy, that one wind wing. Everything's gone white. And magically, we're back in Nibelheim. Figure that one out. Looks like we're revisiting what happened when we were in Nibelheim during the flashback. Wait a minute, something's not right here. Who's the guy with the black hair? Tifa seems worried about something. Sid? I'd like to. I don't know how. We know that already. Now what? More bright white lights. Oh. Well, they fast forwarded to the burning of the town. Yeah, it's that black-haired guy again. Did Cloud learn how to go Super Saiyan? That's how you got the blonde hair? Dragon Ball reference. So the dialogue was the same, but apparently something's different. He has the same mannerisms as Cloud, too. Yes, we already agreed to that. We already figured that out. It's all fake. Oh? There's the puppet line again. Okay. How do you remember an illusion? Sid? Wow, you're full of conversation. Tifa? Apparently they're just now calling him by his name. That's all they have to say. Right. Let's talk to Sephiroth. Why not? Maybe he'll say more than just my name. Well, he used 3 words instead of just 1. Real self. Failed experiment? Wait, Hojo? Oh. So he's like the other black-caped clones we've seen, at least according to what Sephiroth's saying. Cloud is just like the black-caped clones we've seen up to this point, just without a black cape, without a number. You going to say Cloud again? Oh, well, you said Cloud, but at least you had some other words to it. Oh yeah, there was that. There was the water tower. Sid? There's nothing to say, huh? Okay. Tifa? Can they say anything else other than just my name? I mean, really. That much we know. What's not true? Yeah, right? Well, English language words would be the greatest way to say it. What do you want? This much we already knew, but now it's explained in the main story. We talked about, she's talking here about Jenova being able to change her appearance to appear like anybody, which again we knew about when at Professor Gast's house we saw the video where Falna explained that Jenova changed to appear like the Cetra's ancestors and fooling them into trusting them before Jenova infected them with the virus. Ah. Oh, right. The photographer took a photo of Sephiroth, Tifa, and supposedly Cloud before they left for Mount Nibel. Well, the photographer's right there, laying there, blinking at us somehow. And, well, there's Sephiroth and Tifa, but the black-haired guy's there instead of Cloud, right in front of the Shinra Mansion. Right. And this is kind of going back to what we did during the flashback. If you didn't actually go see your mom during the flashback, he wouldn't have said anything here. At Tifa's room. I remember the orthopedic underwear. Again, if you didn't do that, he wouldn't have said that line there. And again, the letter addressed to Tifa that we read about. I think it was from Zangan. Uh-oh. Can't remember how he got into Soldier. Not going to finish that sentence. Meanwhile, back with the Shinra people, that's a lot of materia. I don't know why, it looks like there's a face in kind of upper left corner there. It looks like a face to me. See, there's another bad guy using the word splendid. What is it with the villains using the word splendid? Oh, you got burned, Hojo. There's the ground shaking. Something's moving inside the wall. That's a giant eye. Uh-oh, that's weapon? This much we learned from the tapes at Professor Gast's house again. Just like I said. In other words, he didn't write it down anywhere, he just remembered it. There's the eye again, watching them closely apparently. Does Hojo really look like a social person? Anybody you want to socialize with? I mean, really, Rufus. Pretty fucked up right now. At least Cloud is. As they say, big things come in small packages. Where'd everybody go? Oh, there's Tifa. Where'd everybody else go? Why is she laughing? Oh, hell. Genova tricked Red by appearing as Tifa. Anybody else was knocked out. Great. Why? Because there's a giant monster staring at you? What are you going to inspect from the ship, Rufus? Wow. Hi. We came from Nibelheim, apparently. For some reason, Cloud cannot hear Tifa. Alright, we're in control of Cloud again, but all you can do is really just, kind of like the incident with Eris, just keep pretty much tapping the OK button. And he'll eventually walk over to Red. I don't know why that text is in red. Because now he believes he really is just a puppet. But Tifa doesn't want to believe it. Hojo knows exactly what's going on. You know, all those other black-caped clones that were trying to make their way up here, they didn't make it. Only he did, the supposed failure. Now, regardless of Hojo's opinion of him, somebody else wants him. Who is that person? I won't tease it that way. So all of those clones that were injected with Jenova, they weren't just following Sephiroth to come here. They were being, I don't use the word coerced, but drawn, I guess you could say, to the Northern Crater, because that's how the reunion works. That's what the reunion is supposed to be, is the reassembling of Jenova altogether, not just her physical parts, but also her cells as well. Because anybody injected with Jenova cells would have the urge to proceed to the to where Jenova was going. So again, Jenova escaped. Remember, we saw Jenova in that giant dome before we rescued Red back in the Midgar Shinra headquarters. We saw that giant dome where Jenova was, the headless spook that Barrett mentioned. That broke free of its cage, appeared as Sephiroth, and killed President Shinra, the first one, in front of Palmer, appearing and saying that he was Sephiroth and trying to find the Promised Land. That's why Palmer thought it was Sephiroth, because Jenova appeared that way. So Jenova, along with all of her cells, were trying to reach Sephiroth himself, because Sephiroth was essentially summoning Jenova while he was in the life stream. Remember, when you die, you go into the life stream. Well, from the life stream, from the life stream, he was summoning Jenova, therefore summoning Jenova's cells, anybody who was infected with Jenova cells or injected with Jenova cells, Cloud included. The perspective that we saw, though, is the Jenova, the Sephiroth we've been following, was projected in his mind by Sephiroth. That was how he was more or less summoning Cloud to be here. I know this is all kind of confusing, but I'm trying to explain it in the simplest way. See, he wasn't pursuing Sephiroth. He thought he was pursuing him, chasing him, but he was actually being summoned by Sephiroth. Sephiroth wanted everyone in the Jenova cells to find him, including Jenova herself, and obviously Cloud, who was injected with Jenova cells because he was in Soldier. Alright, as awkward as it is, we're in control of Cloud again for some weird reason. We need to go up toward this blue crystal. It's kind of toward the middle of the screen here, and then Cloud will walk around here and do this. And we get a fancy FMV coming up here. And there he is. That's Sephiroth, the real Sephiroth, as we've said so far. Not Jenova, that's actually him. Now who looks to be friendly. Wanted to help us out because shit's about to hit the fan. No, Cloud, don't do it. Resist the temptation. You've got to fight it. Fight it. Come on, resist. You've got to fight it.